another episode of the Why Not Right Now podcast. It's your girl, Stay.
What up? It's your boy, Stu Jones.
What up, guys? It's your girl, Trees.
Nah, you gotta, come on.
She mad weak with it.
Yeah, this
I'm
your
sorry.
first day. Yeah, this your girl, Trees.
What's going on, guys? You know, it's your girl,
so
Trees, in the
In the
building.
building.
Blessing the set one more time.
Blessing the set, you heard?
Hey.
Yo.
Hey, we're glad to have it. This your boy, Just Us For All.
And you know who it is. DJ Chops of a Fox in the building all the time, every minute, every second. Let's go, y'all.
Oh.
Go.
Earlier in the week, rapper Cameron. All right, rapper Cameron was allegedly, he is being sued by the photographer who took the famous photo.
No, it's not alleged.
It's okay. So I'm trying to play it safe, but so he's being sued by a photographer for the famous photo with him and his mink pink. Like I haven't even gotten one yet, and I still want one. But you know, with the pink
You want
coat.
a pink mink?
Yes, that
You want a
pink mink
pink
was
mink?
fire back then.
Where you gonna wear that to?
I don't know. I wear it to get the mail. Like shit.
Don't-
It's cold outside right now.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna
Cam was
dunk
sued. They sued him for using his pic. We all know the famous pic. I think he was at a fashion show in Atlanta somewhere. I think like 2004. But yeah, he gets sued by this photographer for using a pic of himself. How does that, Justice? I see you staring me down. How does
Yeah, I
that
mean,
Just like,
it just
ooh.
bothers me, man. Like,
what? Tell me what bothers you.
first of all, you're talking about now 21 years ago. No, 21 years ago?
Something like that.
It's
Yeah.
somewhere.
And that's crazy that a picture that someone took, because how about this part? Why, he should be able to sue her for her trying to sue him for a picture without taking his picture without permission. What about that fact?
don't
I definitely
think the laws
agree.
work like that.
I know,
Taking
but it's
your
not
picture.
fair. Sometimes it's not fair to bother you.
It bothers you.
This is it's
So
real talk.
I-
That's my issue with it. Like I understand the laws of it. As creators, you have to protect what you create. She is a creator. She's a photographer. Her work is art, and I understand that. But sometimes those lines that are blurred needs to be corrected. And if it's a picture of yourself, I feel like that's kind of like, come on, it's me. Like I made
Right.
the photo.
Oh yeah,
Like I made the photo what it is.
I
Like,
definitely
it's me.
agree.
how could you
Yeah,
sue me?
I don't
Like
think
that's
she-
my thing. Like that needs to change to me.
I'm sure Cam has his lawyers on it, and I'm gonna put my lawyer hat on for just a second. I'm gonna say that this thing has no wills. Here's why. She took that picture in 2004. There was no expectation of privacy.
Is that fact? 2004.
I mean, give or
it was
take.
Yeah, if it's written down, you know, smooth.
That's a
put it up
long
and you can
time.
do it.
2000. It's
The
been
year-
It is a long
Put it,
time.
You can do it.
And my thing, there's a lot of companies like
Fashion Week,
Forever 21, Urban Outfitters, other online brands that profited off that photo. Merch.
This is
I've seen the
true.
t-shirts in Forever 21.
Yeah.
Why not sue these companies? Why are you going for
Yeah, you
Cam?
going for Cam, because she going where the money at.
But not only
Well,
that,
well,
I don't
well,
know.
not really.
Not
No,
necessarily.
not
Forever
great,
21,
great.
Yeah,
like
that's
Urban
Here's the thing, though.
Outfitters.
It's like attack the person, start to fight you till you go in. And I feel like Cam might be an easy target. However, like I was saying, I think this runs in the lines of expectation of privacy, or not expectation of privacy. I'm looking for the term. I lost my train of thought. But I don't think she had an expectation that this was not going to be used anywhere else.
Well,
Like that
No,
picture.
well,
she couldn't have.
oh,
had
That's what I'm saying. So in that, I
expectation.
think she loses the right to say
Right.
it's her own
I
art and it's
understand
on
what
somebody
you're
else.
saying.
And she never asked for
absolutely.
Cam with permission to take the photo.
Absolutely. Like
So,
like Tree
That's
said,
another
if it's in the stores, and why aren't you going out?
And he's
after
not
these
necessarily
big
profiting
companies?
off of it, not to our knowledge.
Oh,
I
he's
mean,
definitely profiting
I mean,
off it.
clout-wise.
No. He's definitely
It's
profiting.
Cam.
They put it
He
on
profiting
t-shirts
out
and
of
so
that.
But that's what I'm
T-shirts,
saying.
CDs, parties,
How do
everything
we
was
know
there.
he's getting a cut though? It's so many brands, so many companies that I've seen.
That are
It's
using
Tapestry. You can find it. You could get a
I
Cam
know, that's
shower
the
curtain
question.
on
That's the
Amazon.
question.
Not necessarily- so
Like,
it's
So does
is he
get
making
royalties
sure
off
he's
of the
getting
people
his
who are selling
profit
them
from
also,
all
like-
these companies that
so
are
that's
profiting
how,
off
like,
his
these,
photo?
like, that's how property rights work, right? Like, if you own it, if it's yours, it doesn't matter who it is. If I take a picture of him right now and I NFT it and it makes $10 million, I took that picture, I NFT'd it. It is
So it's
my
yours.
money.
Yeah.
I don't care what he's talking about, what anyone else is
So you
saying.
don't think that should change?
No,
Like,
But that's the thing.
Absolutely not.
We're rolling
If
in
it's
the time
me-
that the changes do. This is what happens. We're talking about a picture that was taken in 2004, and because of skirting of the laws or a new way to look at the law
Yeah.
and use it, she's now going to try to profit off of a picture.
Absolutely.
But that's licensing. That's how licensing works,
Yeah,
right?
it's the
So
same
was
with
this photo
music.
licensed back then
I
for her?
understand it.
Listen, if you're a photographer and you take a picture, you essentially own all the rights to it. This is your picture because he owns that shirt, he owns that jacket, he owns his likeliness. But this picture of him, I took it, I own it.
So
It's
why
mine.
right now then?
Why right now? Because it's a great podcast.
Why
No.
not right now?
Why right now is because, so if you dive in a little bit,
No pun intended. I really just need to
they've
do that.
reached out to him several times.
Yes, they did.
They've reached out to Cam several
I
times
heard
and told
that.
him
I
to
did
stop.
read that. I
And
read
told him to
that.
stop using the pick, and
Yeah.
he's continued
And
to
he
use
continued.
it.
He just
So right
ignored
now it's just like, why not? Why right now? Because the bag is probably the biggest it's ever been right now.
Right.
We can't be mad at people for bag chasing.
This
Like,
is true.
I'm not, but there comes a point where we gotta make this line clear. And I think that Cam is more on the right of a picture that was not. If you could tell me this photographer at that particular time had this in mind and was really trying to say, hey, listen, I took the picture of you, but I don't want you to use it in any other capacity. In 2004, I can see
this
it,
is
but
like-
I don't think that happened.
I don't think she has to have that in mind. I think it's just, this is my job. I took
Is it really her job in 2004?
to be a photographer? Absolutely.
No, I can take a picture right now and say I'm a photographer. Does that make me a photographer?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does,
Yeah,
actually.
that's
I'm a photographer.
absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
facts.
That's honestly, that is how it works.
Yeah. That's
I
exactly what
personally
it does.
feel like if I pay you a flat fee to take the photos, I feel like it should be paperwork where those rights are mine. That's me. I'm paying you already.
Oh,
That's
Okay,
what I'm
so-
saying. I
I
don't
don't
think this
think you
picture
should
was
be
done in
able
that
to
Hold
come
on a
back.
second. This picture
Absolutely not.
was. Yo,
It was
absolutely
not.
was. This picture was taken
What?
at Fashion Week.
Right, but in that
So-
But
capacity,
that's what I'm saying.
Let
But
me
nothing
finish
was
the
signed
sentence.
saying that
Oh,
was
yes.
his photo.
Oh no, yes.
When?
That's the part. When you go to these shows, these fashion weeks, and they send you tickets,
Yeah.
and you get a media pass to go in,
Yeah.
you're not reading that fine print. That's exactly what the fine print says. That we could take pictures of you.
Oh,
It's
and
like,
you. Oh, I see what you're saying.
it's
Yeah,
like being in the
absolutely.
NFL
Okay.
or playing any sport.
You're right.
If I play
I'll
a
take that
sport
out.
and they
Yeah.
take this game and put it on TV, I can be Steph Curry all I want. I can't repost this, even though it's a highlight of me. I can't repost it because I don't own it.
okay, so let me ask you a question. Why didn't Fashion Week, the conglomerates of the Fashion Week, come at Cam for doing what he's doing?
Because
The
they
individuals-
license because when they write their contracts out, if you take that picture, that's yours.
That's your picture.
They-
Yeah.
They probably pay a flat rate to these people and say,
Yeah.
I'm paying $2,000
That's what I'm saying. I
to
think
be
that
on
should
your guest
change.
list, right?
I
That's
think
what I
that
pay.
should change.
Anything I make off this profit is for me. It should change, but if it changes, everything changes because then, like I said, like somebody could post our stuff. Like somebody could take a picture of us right
Now I
now.
was
Yeah.
just about to
Right.
post at that point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This would be $1 million NFT, by the way. So if y'all get a picture,
Okay.
Absolutely, but
We're
I-
checking phones.
But I think it gives light to like because if you're a photographer, how else do you make money then? You doing weddings all your life? Like how else do you make
I
money?
mean, you get in the feed that you to even set a session.
Yeah.
You're getting a huge amount of money. They pay, but like they charge by hour.
Bang,
Stop.
bang,
No,
mashed
yeah.
potatoes.
Wouldn't you want to make the most money off your art if you created it?
I would, but I mean that's where the hustle come in. You go set up shop. You do these like events.
I think the lesson that should be learned is just hire your own
Own
photographer.
photographers.
Basically, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Because all Cam had to do was take a selfie and
Yeah.
say, "Oh, this is
He
good."
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
2004, he was not taking a selfie with those phones.
Right.
Yeah,
There was
this
no
is true.
selfie
He
in
was actually
2004.
on a pink flip phone.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, but
uncle-
My uncle got a flip.
yeah,
Right,
those
next
those
up.
cameras
Right,
were
next up.
trash.
I mean, he could have had somebody. You got to have your cameraman take a picture with you. But I think it's the fine print, right? We all got Netflix accounts. We all got Xbox accounts. Nobody read that fine print though.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
I don't even read it.
That's
check,
a big problem.
accept.
And back then,
You
they
just
didn't
click to
really read the
accept.
fine
Nobody
print
really
much.
reads the rights. You got to read
At
the
all.
terms and
Yeah,
agreement.
you gotta read them.
But nobody has
fine
that
print.
much time. You want to play that game. You want to download
Put
that
on
porn.
them goggles.
You don't read the
Put
terms and
on them
agreement.
goggles.
It's true.
So to solve the issue, you think just take your own shit. Take your own pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Sometime.
or
I
when
mean,
people
because
hit
it's
you
not-
up, when people hit you up and say, "Hey, that's my art that you're sharing. Please stop."
Yeah.
Just stop.
That's when you pump that left brake and say, "I'm good." Or they're gonna
That's
take it to
not fair.
court.
It's my face. That's why I can't like. It's me. Like
All right, so
I made this picture what it was. Like how
I mean,
you-
this picture's
like,
iconic, just so y'all know.
Yeah, it
Right.
is. It's
Coat.
iconic photo. This
who painted
picture-
Mona Lisa?
But wait though, just so
Listen.
y'all know,
Who painted
this,
Mona
this
Lisa?
coat right now has been offered to be bought and sold by Cameron for
$300,000.
$300,000.
Turn it down.
Oh my
That's
God. Are
insane.
you
Yeah,
kidding
because
me?
it's gonna be
Who
worth
made
so
the
much
Mona
more.
Lisa?
He's smart for turning it down.
Come on.
Da Vinci,
Word.
Van Gogh, Da Vinci, I think made the Mona Lisa, right? How much money did Mona Lisa get off that?
Not a damn dime.
Because I made this art.
Listen,
I
well,
can't put on the
understand
outfit.
This is
I
true.
made it art.
I would like
I
to know,
understand.
and that's the thing about art that's tricky. What defines art? Its value. Like people, what they willing to pay for. Because the Mona Lisa
That's what I'm saying. But
is
you
not a great
can't
photo.
like.
The Mona Lisa is
Yeah, I
supposedly
like
be the
those.
dimensions
Yeah,
of a
I like
perfect
those.
woman. Her eye separation, her nose, forehead, all that is like
Yeah.
the
Dimensions of a perfect
the,
woman?
the dimensions of a
From Da
perfect woman.
Vinci's
the
eyes.
dimensions of a perfect woman.
From Da Vinci's
That's
eyes.
cap.
That's what
I
it's
mean,
for.
that's
Which-
back
I
in
don't
the
care what
day.
era you're looking at.
A lot of people
I ain't never
find her
seen that.
sexy.
Who?
Listen.
She was
Mona
pressure
Lisa.
back in the
I
day.
would-
Mona Lisa, her, I don't
Mona
Back in the
Lisa
day,
Joey.
she was
I have
pressure.
a huge Mona Lisa above my bed.
Listen,
I
hold up.
swear it's huge.
Ebony just said that
Wait,
back in the
clarify
day.
that. Why the hell would you co-sign
I
that so
say
quick?
you do.
I know.
I'm
how much-
asking. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah,
co-signing.
well, jeez, yes,
I
I
ain't
do. It's
co-signing
huge.
it,
It's
I
like
say you
it's
do.
like the size of this right here. It's
That's
huge.
weird.
But
'cause I
Ebony
don't
just
find
said that-
anything
That I thought
perfect womanish about Mona Lisa.
and that's
my
listen.
opinion.
I can find beauty in
I
anything,
don't
but when she just said
know.
that Mona Lisa was pressure back in the day, I'm simply saying that. the
Maybe
other-
back then she
No, the
probably
other
was
women weren't
pressure.
being seen.
I mean,
This
back
is
in
a
the
fact.
day,
Like no one was taking pictures of the
they were
peasants.
breeding
That's
with
sort of
each
fine
other, their
peasants back then.
siblings, you know.
This
There was a lot of
is
that.
What'd you say, Ebony?
You know, back in the
Wait,
day,
yo, yeah,
they really
run
believed
that
in
back.
keeping your bloodline pure by having incestual sex. So some of them were funny looking. So I'm pretty sure she was pressure back in the day.
Keeping the.
so
All right, man. All right, well.
Yo, so listen, I seen so
I'm
Ray,
sorry.
this is totally off
It's
topic,
factual.
but you just tapped into like a
Yeah, that
dimension
is
in my
just a
brain.
lot.
I watched this documentary. It's on these streaming services. It's about this family in West Virginia. They're called the Whitakers.
Yes.
And they're a family of
I've
inbreds.
never seen it.
Yes.
And
You
there's
watched
16
it?
of
I
them.
never
Yes.
watched it.
I think it's
didn't
by
get a
White
chance-
Belly.
Huh?
By
Yes,
White Belly.
Shout outs to Ab.
White Belly. I do
We can
like the
talk
White
about
Belly
that At a later
documentaries.
date, but
White
people at home watch that. It's a real interesting thing. It's really dope.
That's
So what is
wild.
it about though?
Yeah, you know, we
You
could
brought
go.
it
'Cause-
out there, like-
yeah, so it's about this family. These two, they were twin brothers. I gotta get this right now. The twin brothers had kids. Two of those kids, the one side on one brother's side and one on the other brother's side, have sex and have 16 kids.
What the
Kidding me.
fuck?
And they all live in West Virginia.
Right.
They're from West Virginia. There's 16 of them. They're all inbred, and they live on this like.
One of them barks.
Yeah, one of them barks. Ray doesn't speak, so he barks. Everything he says is like a bark. One of them is inaudible. Some of them don't talk at all. They all have a different like.
Yeah.
It's
disformity.
It was-
It's
Yeah,
really,
but
That's
it's
straight
really
blood.
good.
Did y'all ever go to
I
West
believe one of them
Virginia?
has a tail.
Issues too.
Wait, I didn't see that.
right.
She just
I'm like,
inserted
wait.
that when I wasn't looking.
Art?
Hey.
Like
If
what?
y'all ever drove to West Virginia,
serious.
I'm
Any
telling you.
Yorkies in that motherfucker?
But if y'all ever drove to West Virginia,
Yeah.
you will believe this is.
Yeah, there's
Like I played it at West Virginia one time. We drove through the town.
play against Pat White.
Was it that way in the town?
What do you mean
That's
played
not
against
what- that's
West
what-
Virginia?
West
What?
West Virginia
football.
Mountaineers.
I know.
Football.
So football. So we got out the.
What college did you play
Nothing.
for?
Rutgers University.
At Rutgers.
Okay.
Okay.
Cincinnati State. Shout out to Cincinnati State.
All right.
Rutgers is D1 though. Big
Yeah,
boy
both
talk.
of them
Holla.
D1. Doesn't matter. Anyways, listen.
You point like you know what you doing.
Right.
You be like,
No, but here's like we drove
Yes,
to the
me.
town when we got off the flight on a bus, and I'm like, okay, we driving. There's nothing for miles, and then we pop over to this small city. Right, there's little boys, little kids outside with no shirts on, like little kids swearing at the bus, throwing stuff at the bus, and flipping us off.
That
Calling
reminds
you all
me
type
of
of
that
racial
scary
slurs?
All
movie.
type of racial slurs.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
this? Jeepers Creepers.
Yes,
Yes.
that's the feeling I got.
The shit.
So that's how Ray is. Ray
Still,
poops
okay?
himself, urinates himself, and barks.
What the fuck?
what the hell is that?
This is. I'm telling you, white
wild.
belly.
Yeah, White Belly's
Ray
wild.
interviews pimps, all types of stuff. It's really good stuff.
Dad, I gotta check that out because that
Yeah.
sounds insane.
But yeah, West Virginia's a wild place, man. Stay far away from West
Well,
Virginia.
thank you for telling me because I'll stay unclear.
You just go on a vacation to West Virginia?
No, absolutely
I'ma
not.
watch them
Not
on
now either.
YouTube.
Like,
Yeah, White Belly's
Watch
really
them on
good.
YouTube.
I'm gonna have to watch it. What is it? The Whitakers?
Yeah, the Whitaker family. If you YouTube it, you'll see a lot. What you got? Go ahead, Justin.
No, I was just thinking about the thing about art and whose copyrights is it?
Uh-huh.
Like that's the common. Right now, we're going through a space in recent time about this AI situation
Yeah.
and what's generated.
AI's
is
taking
it,
over.
Is
Yeah.
it really yours if AI not comes up with it, but if you prompted to write something, is it yours?
Right.
because the AI wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
That's
he
So
was-
where's the copyright there? That's what you're
yeah,
saying. Is
and
there
right now it's a lot
copyright
of,
issue
you know,
there?
they got everything from, they got everything
From
from,
what?
there's a,
Right.
I thought it was one of the kids from
What
West
you
Virginia
looking
knocking on the floor.
Y'all
Y'all remember that? The people under the stairs?
Yes, that's another good one.
I'm sorry, but you know what? It's not. It was that movie scared the shit. I could say
Classic.
Shit, right?
Yeah.
Scared the shit
Which
out
one?
of me. The people under the stairs.
Yo, I hated
But
that
I'm
too.
sorry,
I was ready
hands
to
down,
fight them
Jeepers
from the
Creepers.
TV.
As an adult,
Wait, hold on. You was making a point.
I will not
No, just-
drive through no shit
Yeah,
like that.
like AI, bro. Like they have it in music now.
Yeah.
They said people are writing books.
Let's talk about that. I know this is off subject. This wasn't on the schedule, but we breezed
Yeah.
through the camera and things.
Let's
Let's
go.
talk about AI and music, because how do y'all? Let's talk about the music aspect, right? Because I know there's layers and layers and layers of it, but I've heard a lot recently. There's Rihanna does like everybody's song in her voice. They got Kanye
Oh,
doing
yeah, I've heard
everybody's
that.
song.
Yeah.
When we talk about art and the copyright infringement, how do you feel about that?
Oh man.
To me, it's a great tool
Mm-hmm.
if
It can
you
be
are using it as a tool.
Yeah.
But if you're using it in a way to try to say that you created your own thing,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I have a problem. Like,
That's
Bro,
what-
this
that's
is the
what the
internet.
problem is.
That's exactly
That's
what
what-
people
yeah,
are
that's
going to
getting
use.
out of
No,
hand,
but
honestly.
it's-
Where people are going to use the latter than what you said
right,
as
but
a tool.
and I believe that AI has a place here. It's just that when you use it as a tool, and I think the artistry of it, if somebody's really talented, they're gonna supersede the AI in a way that creativity can't be manufactured.
But what if somebody who's super talented and is
can be
creative
manufactured.
uses AI?
But that's still their creativity. It just expands upon that creativity.
But isn't that
But
like
how
an-
does it
go ahead, my
expand?
bad.
Doesn't it create it? It creates
You have to.
it. It
Here's the thing.
doesn't-
The reason why I say it's a tool is because you have to tell it what to do.
You have to input.
Without that,
Right,
there's no.
okay.
It ain't gonna just.
You got to give it the building
You
blocks.
gotta give it the building
So
block.
that's okay.
So for example, let's take. Let's move on to talk about.
How does that make it yours? Though you're only giving it a few.
I'll give you an example. If I want to write a story, right, about my life, I can say
Yeah.
boom, 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 but it's not mine until I plug in the things that make it mine.
Absolutely.
Who I am, where I'm from, the things I felt in that particular moment. All AI do might put it in order for me. For example, with the music, I heard it
They
talk
kind of
about.
use that with ghostwriting and shit like that.
It-
I mean, that's pretty
Right.
much
A
what
lot
it
of
is.
ghost
It goes.
But it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
AI. Like it's like
Now
it's
it's
the
gonna become
same
easier,
shit.
That's
for
real
example,
easy to
AI
do.
writes a song for Jay-Z.
Yeah.
It's gonna have the Jay-Z tone,
Right.
but it's never gonna be the Jay-Z. He can't breath the lyrics the way that Jay-Z does. For example, Aretha Franklin hits a note. It can't be manufactured by AI because our breaths, and it pertains to AI, they can't spit it out. Like I heard a guy today on a social media network. I don't say to y'all pairs. He had AI speak for him, and everybody's like, "Could y'all tell if that was me or AI?" It's like, "Yo, we knew it wasn't you because the way it wasn't able to do it like we
The
would."
way-
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
But
it has a place. But it's
I
not.
hear you, but I've seen like mothers got like calls from their daughters saying they're being kidnapped, and it was AI.
Right.
No way.
Oh yeah, there's like
That just
No
plays on emotion
way.
though.
Yeah,
That
that's
plays on
crazy.
emotion.
That's
no,
but that's
so what
where
I'm
it
saying
gets
is that-
abused though. But
yeah,
everything's
I
gonna
think
get
people
abused.
more. I think people tend to abuse things more than use them as a tool.
Absolutely.
Everything.
That's the thing about AI. I think the smartest person in the room, if he or she is a person with positive, can be great. It can have a great effect, right?
Mhm.
Great ability to change, a great ability to help. But if it's not, and you get somebody that doesn't have any moral compass, somebody that doesn't care about society,
So how do you
and wants
keep
to
it out
use
there?
it, that's the thing. We're at a threshold.
But that's
right
what
now.
everything.
No, it's not with everything.
It
So-
is whatever.
No,
it's
it's
always
everything.
gonna get in the hands of somebody
So
that's
do
gonna
you
be
need AI?
That's with everything. It's
you
always
need
so
AI?
with AI. What's
Do you need
what's
it?
where's the common ground? How do we fix that? I'm sorry, Chap. What?
No, I was just saying,
I'm
do you
sorry.
really need it? Like,
I'm-
if you professional, not you, but
I mean, it's a great use. I feel like for inspiration for things. Some people can't reiterate how they really want to express certain things. So if I'm like want to write something and I throw a couple of things of what I might had a thought of what I wanted to create and I can't get it all together and I throw it to the AI and they put it together. That's great. That's positive. I understand it. But it is gonna get into bad hands. How do you solve it?
What's the
from
stopgap?
getting into bad- Yeah, like
There
how do
is
you
none.
stop that?
There's no
Yeah.
stop
Yeah,
that.
there's no
I
stopping
feel like
it.
you're opening this portal to like cheating. It's like
So
legal
do we
cheating.
not get
It is
it
legal cheating.
because of
I'll
that?
give you another
that's
example.
the thing.
Here we
AI
are.
has- it
Here
can be
we are at a
beneficial.
time. If anybody ever have dealt with legal woes and had something to do where you were nervous about going to court, right? And let's just say your
I
attorney,
don't like court. I'm
You're-
not
you're-
made
I go
for
to
it.
court
I
every
can't
day.
stand
right?
that
Your
shit.
attorney, you may not have the highest paid
Mm.
attorney, but you have some questions. You can literally type these questions in just to get a foundation of what
Yeah,
you're facing.
yeah.
So take the person that doesn't have any means of education or any means of finances, and they can say, "Hey, I need to know what am I really facing here?" Or they have the if they're a pro se litigant, which means they're going to self-represent themselves, and they just need some little know-how. Now,
Yeah.
the court system frowns upon that. Here's why: because it doesn't go into the green machine, meaning like they're not going to get paid off of it. There's
Yeah,
not
of
a
course.
judge. There's a judge, but there's not a lawyer to talk to. There's
Right.
not a prosecutor to help fix these things. But if you go into the court and you feel like you have enough know-how to get yourself through, specifically, I wouldn't say criminal, but I would say in family court, it's not that wide a variance to get yourself through, and things like AI can help the common person. So I would encourage it. I think it's a great thing, but you just can't let it be one of those things where you're trying to use it
But
as
it's
the
gonna happen.
totality of
It's
your
gonna happen.
whatever.
Ebony, let me ask
It's
you,
always somebody.
how do you feel about AI? Can you see yourself using AI in your day-to-day life? Do you think it's not useful? How do you
No, I'm not interested in it at all, honestly.
Really?
You got an
Why?
Alexa
Why
app?
not interested?
No.
You don't like
You got Alexa app?
No.
You don't like Siri?
No, Siri
You
don't
use Siri,
listen.
stop.
I do.
Siri don't listen.
Like and she
Siri
don't
makes me
listen.
sound
So
crazy in the
and then
conversation.
honestly, like all the stuff I hear, like about them listening to the conversations, remember that me and her were talking about like lake compounds one time that I went on Google.
And it was in there.
First thing that popped up, like
What is
it's
wrong
literally.
with that, though? What is wrong
It's
with
convenient.
what is wrong
It's-
with your phone selling you items that you're interested in?
But the fact that it's
Listening.
listening without my permission
Oh, you
and
can
my
turn it off.
knowledge
So you have to
is
show.
it's weird. I
think
don't
they
like
do
it. It's a
ask
very
permission,
unsafe
but
feeling.
nobody pays
Like
attention because it do pop up, and it asks you.
But I'm
can
alright
we
with that. If I'm
use
talking
not.
about a conversation about lake
It does
compounds,
ask.
and then I go on my phone and it says, "Hey, Lake Compounds is open." I'm like, "Hey, thanks, you smart ass phone."
I'm like, oh, you work for the Fed, Siri.
I'm a consumer
It's
though, so
convenient.
yeah.
It's
No,
convenient.
I don't like it.
Like, oh,
It's a very
think about
unsettling
it.
feeling for me.
cares?
I look up porn all the time, and it just keeps going on my phone. No,
I don't like it.
You're being watched no matter what the fuck. You're being watched. You're being watched.
And like I heard with AI when AI first came out with the
I mean,
photos,
unless you're like,
how they're doing the animated and re-imaged photos that they're stealing your photos.
Yeah,
like I
that's-
heard
that's
that, and it's
crazy.
like
I
I don't want
think
my photos to
stole one of
be
my photos.
stolen.
Listen, they didn't
Like-
steal anything.
They got my
It's in my
photos.
phone.
They
They
didn't
stole
steal.
it. I ain't giving permission.
They
I
didn't
seen
steal
my child
anything.
face,
You didn't
and I was
read.
like-
You clicked.
Scrapping
I do not
AI.
mind AI.
I'm not with the AI.
I'm
I feel like we're
against AI.
over advancing, and it's just like it's too much.
I thought we were
They
gonna
didn't
be
say that when it
flying
came off
by
the
now,
wheel.
so I'm like,
With
it
the
doesn't
wheel?
surprise me.
I don't want the niggas. Oh man, I don't want the guys in the back of class catching up.
Mm-mm.
I don't want the guys who didn't
You
do their.
sound like the machine.
Yeah, I don't want a guy who didn't do their homework catching up all of a sudden. It's like, no, make America great again.
That
I hate
is
this.
so bad.
Yeah, you sound like
Don't
Trump.
you
Get to
ever
that.
say that again.
This bus ride was so much better when you guys were in the back. And now,
But you
Yeah.
can have the same benefits now.
I don't. But that's the thing. Like, why make this level? Why we gotta level this playing field? Like, I worked so hard to
You
get
like
here.
the competition.
No, I do. I like the competition for people who should be there. Not that people that I done
That's
stepped on to
half-assed.
get here.
Yeah.
I don't want the people I done beat to get here be like, well, guess what? Those victories mean nothing now because.
Hold on,
So
wait,
much
no. That's,
easier.
Welcome back, guys. It's your girl Trees, and now we're moving on from the death of AI to a TV legend, Jerry Springer, one of my personal faves. Always thought he was a real reality TV legend until later on in life I learned that it's all scripted.
It was still fire though.
Yeah, rest in peace,
It
Jerry.
was funny
Man.
as hell.
I
Rest in
mean-
peace, Jerry.
I feel the same way about like wrestling.
Yeah.
When I
me
found out
too.
wrestling wasn't real, it was
Me
just
too.
it lacked the luster ever
It's
since.
real, I don't know.
It is not.
What are you talking
Listen, one time somebody took me to a wrestling match. I was young and I cried.
first of all, in order to this is the Why Not
Yeah,
podcast.
it
You gotta
terrified
subscribe
me.
to what Stacey
It
said. We
terrified
gotta
me.
support the little people.
I'm sorry. No.
Yeah.
Right, we love little people.
You don't know what that means. We know little people.
Did I say? I'm sorry.
But hold on.
My
So
bad.
speaking of little people
But little
and Jerry
people-
Springer, would you have the little people, Jerry Springer?
They were on there
Yeah,
too.
Jerry
Jerry,
Springer.
Jerry, he supported the little people.
Did.
Listen, he really did.
Shout out to the little
How
people.
tall are they?
They were not playing on that
Like-
show.
Jerry supported everybody.
3 feet.
Culturally, I after I got a certain age, I was a little embarrassed about some of the stuff going on up there.
Really?
It's just like.
Honestly.
It made me curious.
Where's y'all-
Like, yo, people
where's
are
y'all
really
family?
like
Y'all
this.
up there embarrassing everybody. Like
I
The whole
support
Jerry
everybody
B
who's down to do something for
situation.
that.
Now that I'm thinking
It
about
definitely
it.
was. It definitely was for
You
bad.
trying to get some money? Like, alright, whatever. Yeah.
But that doesn't come at a cost. Like, that comes at a cost.
Yeah, the cost of this rent.
Well, no. Like, what I mean is like a cause of like your reputation. Like, that's
Who
bad.
cares?
You don't care?
You think RuPaul cares about his reputation?
Yeah.
no, I think RuPaul's living his truth. That's
I mean, his
I
reputation's fire.
That's what I'm saying. And he
His
made it
reputation's
as such.
fire.
Amongst who?
But he made it that way.
Listen,
He
RuPaul's
said-
living his truth, man. And
I'm
that's
just saying.
Yeah.
there's a
I'm
lot
so
of people
confused,
that-
like-
You think Donald Trump cares about that? There's
Yes.
people
He
that live.
doesn't, but I think he
He
does.
absolutely
But
cares.
he doesn't. It helps him out.
Right.
Don't-
Alright, back to Jerry
No.
Springer. Let's not go.
Listen,
My favorite Jerry Springer moments was always the dude who got the chick, and he was like, "Yeah, I love this. She's so cute." And then she's like, "My name's Mike."
Oh my God!
That was
he
always.
started with that, right?
Cause there was
With
always
the
some like,
trans
there was always
community
some
and all
light skinned
that?
dude with
Yeah.
curly hair, like, "Oh yeah, I'll be bagging him,"
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
get
yeah.
brought down to earth real quick. with
real
Jerry.
quick. Like that stuff for me, man. Like I said, it just I don't know. I watched it a little bit growing up, but then after a while, it's just like
I watched a lot
y'all
of it.
family gonna be so
I'm not gonna lie.
embarrassed for y'all actions. Like, and y'all up there fighting and never. one thing I didn't get is that all the people fighting, nobody ever got knocked out.
Ever.
'Cause
You
it
know
was
what I realized?
scripted.
You know what I realized?
Because it wasn't real.
So when Jerry first came on and the girls would get beat up, right? This is coming from a young pervert state of mind. So pardon me.
Oh,
This is observations, right?
Wait,
when the
yeah.
girls when the girls would fall and they have like skirts on, they would censor it out. But then if you notice, at a certain point, they all started wearing spandex shorts underneath because they knew what time it was. And I was like,
How you know that though?
Because that's what he was saying.
Oh, all right.
Come on, young pervert mind. Right? So that was what I was doing at 12.
He's like, ooh, she
I was
gonna
like,
fall.
oh yeah, she got the little drawers on. And like, oh, you got spandex on? This is whack. And that's when I was like, oh, they're ready for this. Chop, you was probably there at the first
That's
episode
so
of Jerry
bad.
Springer.
I'm glad you
So
said that, right?
tell us a Jerry Springer moment.
Job,
I
you
didn't
gonna let him
I
age you
didn't-
like
I
that?
didn't like the wigs. The wigs.
The wigs?
They always put black women in wigs.
Huh?
There was always black women in wigs, and they take
No,
their hair
some of
off.
the
That's
other
not
ones
true.
had wigs too. No,
There was
some
a-
had
99.9% of them. They
It was
put black
definitely
women in
majority
wigs.
black
They take
women
their
in
wigs
wigs.
off
Well,
and be
yeah,
like
but no,
pink
the white
balls.
women did too.
Hold on,
Some
hold on.
of them.
They
I got another question for y'all. Did y'all actually know anybody that was on Jerry Springer?
I don't.
The
Oh.
Wayans brothers.
No, I'm talking about personally.
No.
No, I'm sure you do.
Okay,
Okay, he's got that smile.
You did?
Yo,
No way.
Listen.
What was the story? Because it
I
had
ain't
to be
telling the
good.
story.
Find
now.
out you
You
was
just, how you
Right.
gonna open the word?
First of all,
open
I'm
the
gonna
can
say
and
this.
be
I'm gonna
like,
say this. I'm from originally from Youngstown, Ohio.
I was gonna ask.
And
what
somebody from my hometown of Ohio was on that show, and it was actually my cousin's cousin, and they were on there fighting.
Close to the family.
Everybody.
What was the show topic? Why were they there?
My cousin's
I
cousin.
gotta hear it.
No,
Right.
it was
Why would-
it was a boyfriend topic.
A boyfriend type.
Like,
Right,
it was,
right.
yeah.
What's going on with
It was like a boyfriend and a boy. It's the boy.
Boyfriend.
I'm like,
You're
Yeah,
nervous
I'm
right
like-
now. He's mad nervous. You don't
I
know
feel
how-
like you're
I
having.
don't even say it, 'cause
Listen, bro.
if I say it, it's gonna
Why
be.
you beating around the bush?
Wait, why can't you just say it?
I mean, you're right. This is probably a good, maybe 20 years ago now.
You're being
That's
praised.
it.
They're not watching
You're
this.
being
Right.
praised.
They're gonna be
Say-
watching
why
this
you
soon.
not
We'll be all
saying
over
it?
the internet and like, you know what I'm saying?
The beating around the bush is kind of
the
suspect
bottom
for
line
me.
is that he was on the show, and when he was on the show, we all like, I was living in Connecticut at the time, but my family back home was like, yo, such and such on the show. I was like, and he was on the.
I'm
the
still
show.
waiting
You like
for
my
the
buzzer?
All
topic.
it was, all
You
it
hear
was.
that?
I'm
Y'all
still
know
waiting for the topic, ladies and
Hold up,
gentlemen.
y'all know the premise
Dodge
of
the
show.
question.
There was a
That was-
relationship.
No, he had all kind of topics, so I want to know what your
Nope.
cousin's cousin was
The
on.
one- the
Jerry
only show-
Springer
Cause you just
for.
said it was. He said it was a boyfriend thing,
That's what like,
and then he created some distance talking about he was in Connecticut.
No.
Was
Why
they
you
at the
beating
cookout?
around the bush?
good.
Like,
I like
Exactly,
what you
like-
did. I like what you did there.
Like I wasn't even like we weren't going there, but I feel like
No,
yeah.
here's- so-
thank you. You picking
so
up
real
what I'm
quick-
putting out. Like,
oh, you
you
pick-
know,
Oh, really?
what?
Stop beating around the bush, buddy.
Listen.
I'm an ally.
Listen.
Ain't that right, friend?
Linda, listen.
Listen.
The bottom line is this, like, I'm telling you, it was my cousin's cousin on the show, and he was fighting his boyfriend over a relationship that had
Okay,
somebody else. But that's what I told you.
okay.
It's the same concept of all the shows. They're all fights.
Alright,
They're all fight, whether it's the boyfriend that cheated, the girlfriend that cheated, the husband that found out that the girl was a guy. It's all the same thing. And it's always the belt. And they start the belt, they start fighting. But he was trying to connect, though. That's one thing about it, though.
So,
I
Chop,
like the
tell me
jump
about that
around
first
skills.
episode you was at. What happened?
I wasn't there.
Oh, my bad.
Why you throw me out like that, bro?
I threw you out. You here.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Give us your Jerry Springer memory.
It's okay.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. DJ Chop. Silver Fox.
Well, when I was, it wasn't scripted.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been scripted.
No,
It
no.
was a real show at one point.
Look at my beard, bro. It wasn't scripted.
Yo,
Okay.
look at my beard. It wasn't. Wait, I'm
You
trying
got
to
your
look at
memory?
it.
It wasn't scripted? That's it?
Period.
Okay, wow.
You said
Thanks for
Jerry
that
wasn't
in-depth
scripted.
memory from
None of
Chop.
Yes, it was.
So speaking of a legend, who do y'all think is better? I know
oh, we're
Maury's a
not
little
doing
different.
that.
Oh, yeah.
No,
His
no,
legacy
Jerry,
is
I got
cemented.
Jerry all day.
Better than Maury?
You know who
Yeah.
No, I feel like it's a
I think
different
they're in
feel.
their different lanes.
It's a different
like,
feel.
That's
It's
like-
all rabbit, it's all
Laid back.
rabbit
Are we gonna
garbage.
bring up Sally Jesse Raphael?
You know who Murray was
She's good
married
too.
She got punched in the
She
face.
was-
Did
Yeah,
Did she really?
yeah.
No.
It's a Woody girl.
What's her name?
Me
Oh,
sorry.
Sally
Geraldo
with the
Rivera.
glasses.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Sally.
Geraldo Rivera got put.
Geraldo
He
Rivera.
broke
he's-
his nose with a
listen,
chair.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Listen, he's a legend too.
That
He
was
had a
real.
beak on his nose.
That was
anyway.
real.
It's
Yeah, Geraldo's
Hey,
real.
hey, shout out to
No, he's
Geraldo.
not.
He
He
tried to
went
keep
through a
it
lot.
clean and
He's
keep
been through a
going.
lot.
as the show was going on, he was definitely hurt.
You don't know
With a
them?
broken nose.
No idea.
He was on TV too. My
They
nose
were,
broke.
you were just like
I tried to fight
running
him
around in
back.
diapers and shit by that
Ah.
time.
That was he had the KKK versus like the black people on there, and they started fighting and throwing shit.
Oh, I remember that.
Let's go.
It
Wasn't born.
terrorized me. I was like, oh,
Yo,
yeah.
hold on. That's dope.
There's
You
real
remember
ghosts
when
out here.
Ronaldo went at Al Capone's vault and there was nothing in there?
It was nothing in there.
Nothing. So I'm going to Al
never-
Capone's
Wait,
vault.
how old are you, bro?
Hold on, Ebony's so lost. She's like, I don't know nothing.
I'm like looking for like something to flow by.
She's like,
Yeah,
have
so,
no idea.
somebody mentioned Bernie.
so rest in peace, Jerry Springer.
This is a.
Shout out to Barney.
Barney.
Yeah, Barney.
She didn't have to. She didn't have to say that.
Yes. Somebody
have to
mentioned
say that.
so she can get on top of the subject.
Used to watch Gullah Gullah Island.
Yo, no, I didn't.
And
I don't think
let's
you watched
play
that shit.
together in the bright sunny weather.
I never watched them.
Let's all
I don't
go
know.
I don't think
Gullah
the kids ever
Gullah
We took a turn
Island.
down.
I have no idea what that
1980s
is.
lane, and Ebony's like, I'm not.
I wasn't even
I'm
born in the
90s.
80s.
I feel
Very
like-
When
much.
was you born?
97.
Yo!
Damn, you young.
Youngin.
Like my
That's
son,
what I'm saying.
my son said, she. Jesus. Yo, all right, give us something that we can talk about from the 2000s, I guess.
Jerry era. What do you remember about Jerry Springer?
I mean, like, I remember a lot about Jerry. I remember, like, that he used to have, like, competitions. I remember it was like a BBW competition. That one's very prominent in my brain.
Boy, fight,
Like
Rick.
milk baths, like cereal, Fruit Loops rolling down the areola and shit like that. Like, that's what I remember. Good quality
I don't know.
television. You can't find shit like that on TV no more.
I remember when Jerry had the dude with no legs. They used to like crawl around.
I do remember that.
Oh,
Boy.
that's his boy. Y'all
I
don't know
would've
Jerry.
Yo,
I know
wait, hold on.
Jerry.
Jerry was
I would have
different.
paid him half.
I would have paid him half.
Then you'd have a leg up on the competition.
Yo, Chop is top 5.
All right. So, what was your favorite show growing up as a kid? One of them raw shows. What was your favorite one? Let's wrap this up.
You
with
talking
that.
about reality wise?
Nah, just one of the talk shows. One of those
Ricky
nice
Lake.
talk shows.
Ricky Lake for me.
Shout out to
Ricky Lake.
remember Ricky Lake. The doorbell
Ricky
used to
Lake
ring.
was the
Yeah, I hate
shit.
that
You should. What about you,
I-
Justice?
I was like, get another
What was your
ring.
favorite talk show as a kid? Because we grew up in that era of talk shows. Don't worry, Ab, I got you.
Montel Williams.
You just had to go black.
Yo, Montel
Go
Williams.
black.
Oh my god, I
Montel
forgot
Williams
about
is
him.
trash.
I used to watch
No,
him.
not
But he
really.
was good back
No,
then.
he wasn't.
good.
I didn't even know he had a talk show.
Show up
Bugging.
with the big black dude with the sweater vest with his arms out, beating up kids. Like, "Well, you going to camp?"
Yeah.
Yo, that was trash, bro. All
They
those
should-
dudes, all
they
those dudes
should
turned
came
into
to see your
murderers.
ass.
Those
They
are all
should came to
murderers.
see you.
He just
But
burnt
at the
murderers.
time it was
So
popular.
smooth. You made sure your kid ain't go there.
Of course. Not by
He
this
was in
big,
fight.
not the
See,
dude
that's
with
what
the
he was
Yo,
trying to do.
Smooth
He
was the
trying
guy that they was
defend
coming
it.
to
He was
get.
trying.
Yeah, I was.
They was coming to talk to Smooth.
with the sweater vest on.
Hey, Justin.
What was your favorite word? That's what we're doing on the Patreon.
Okay.
What's your favorite talk show?
I think, you know what, I would have to say it was probably Maury.
Murray. What about you? You can't say like the Dick Van Clark show neither. You gotta say.
Oh.
He gonna say, I know he gonna say, Arsenio
Huh?
Hall.
I said Ricky Lake. I'll take
Oh,
it.
you
There you
did.
go.
I thought you were gonna take Arsenio Hall.
Eb,
Nah, I'll
Let's
send
go.
you all too.
I really like
Right.
Steve Wilkos.
Dude, that's new age.
I didn't like
He's
his
a
show.
dud.
I
Talk
definitely
show.
liked Steve
Talk
Wilkos.
show.
Like when he got
That was your
intense.
area though.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
your
your
area.
area around that. Yeah.
My
Shut up.
favorite, because again, speaking from my porno mind, they used to always have like Geek the Sheep, like the big blue girls, yo. Y'all remember Jenny Jones, yo?
Wait,
yeah,
the
of
Jenny
course.
Jones show. You don't remember Jenny Jones? And she used to have like the Geek the Sheep. It'd be like, I
The
used to
blonde?
be a dud. Now I'm a dub.
The blonde
And,
lady?
yeah, she had some girls.
I do remember, but I can't. Her show.
Remember,
was
remember the dude brought the
was
gay
trash.
dude on there, and then
I remember.
he killed him, and she got sued, and his shit went off the air after that. Y'all remember Jenny Jones?
That's
I
what
remember Jenny Jones,
the
but I
name.
wasn't like into.
Someone
Ricky
really
Lake was
died?
Bigger than Jenny
Yeah, someone
Jones.
got
That's-
clapped. This
that's why I
dude
said
brought
it.
another dude
Yeah.
on there, told him he had a crush on him. He went home and said,
Yeah, I think I heard that story
little
too,
too
but I
little,
just
little
wasn't into
little.
her like that.
"True."
Yo,
No,
DJ,
no, y'all-
drop the
that.
beat.
Y'all ain't going
Let's see. We gotta plug it up.
Oh damn.
Back in the days.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid
Smoke
anymore.
bananas.
This days.
All right,
Well,
we
I
need
get
an
in
old
trouble
school
for that.
memory, and since we're all old and we got a youngin on deck, we're
Whoa,
gonna let
who
her
you
lead
calling
off.
old?
Me and Justice.
I'm
And
not- oh,
we're
okay.
gonna let the young lady go first and tell us a childhood memory for her, which was probably in my 20s. Let's go.
Exactly. Some shit we can really remember too.
Like a good one?
Jeez.
Like a good one?
No, a
Anything.
bad
Any-
one.
any-
No, give us a bad one.
Here's a bad one. Make us smile here.
Back in something that
Multiple
don't like
lives.
you miss.
I miss.
Let's not. They're not. It's not here no more.
I miss like
Soon as
I miss
you try to bring
wheelies.
up the
No Heelys. I think
Heelys. You had a
Heelys
pair of
You
Heelys?
had
Oh my
Heelys.
God.
Did you fight a lot?
I used to love them shits.
Yeah, on the Heelys.
That's why. That's why you were fighting.
Man,
You had
hit a
Heelys.
corner on the
You said
Heelys.
you was fighting because
Boop,
she had
boop.
her Heelys?
Oh, here go. We got the song now. The DJ's back.
I guess
Keep
we're.
back going.
All right, we're back on.
DJ.
But I do miss
We got the
Heelys.
plug, boo.
I do miss Heelys. Heelys, lean bays, like
Lean Bays.
like
You do lean Bays?
middle school era. I really miss my middle school era.
I'm black.
I feel like that time it was like real safe for kids to be kids. Cause
No.
I was a kid that was a kid.
It
I was
safer, I
outside
feel like,
playing.
when we were kids.
I was not one of those
It wasn't
fast
safe
kids.
when
Like
we
I
were
was
kids.
doing kid stuff. Like,
It's the safest.
and I feel like
So you said you wasn't a fast kid at that point. When did you start becoming fast?
I don't know.
I feel like I was never fast.
Okay,
I was about to say get them. Get
No.
'em.
I don't know. I feel like this generation of kids they feel the need to grow up so fast.
Yes, that's a
Like
fact.
they want to be 15 working. They want iPhones. You're turning 15. You're doing a photo shoot in heels, makeup, wig, lace front, $300 wig. Like a $300 wig is too much. Like I have bobos and
We are the biggest.
I was having like monkey knots in my
Absolutely.
hair and stuff like
I
that.
think we
Like
just hate on this generation because they're so lit.
I feel like this generation of youth is trying so hard to
You know what she
escape
just said,
their
bro?
youth.
She said these
And I don't
15-year-olds
understand
have
it.
iPhones are taking pictures and being cool. We are haters.
No. She has a great point.
We ain't
You're gonna find out soon.
I have kids. I will spoil my kids to death, bro.
How old is your daughter?
She's 10.
I'm gonna give you 3 more years.
It's alright.
No.
It's
Because
I'm gonna tell you right
about
now.
my specific. I'm talking about this generation of
I'm
kids.
talking
I
about-
think she's right in the way
I
she
think-
described them, but I
right.
think we're just haters.
No, I disagree. I think that this generation is going up way too fast. I think, and it's not their fault. I would say technology has moved so fast that it's giving them more access to things that we didn't have.
Right.
However,
It's on-
they're
it's on
missing the
their-
point. She just said it. A 15-year-old taking pictures in heels and lace. What are we doing?
Like
Bro,
kids,
what
you
are
buy
we
your
doing?
son a tablet and now
They've been
he's
doing that
watching
shit
kids
with
playing with toys
forever.
on
Yes,
YouTube.
that's-
He doesn't
that's-
want
that's-
toys.
there you go.
He wants a tablet.
My son watches that. Don't you dare.
That's what I'm saying.
Watches what?
Like
Watches
me,
playing
that
with toys.
they're
They're
not
like,
being
"Arr."
kids no more. Like
they
they're not outside playing knock knock, zoom zoom,
I
burn
really
ball,
have to keep my kids at the
I
stuff
feel
like
they're
that.
watching
That's
kids
right.
play with
You know
stuff
what we
and they
were
watching the
doing when we
videos
went
all the
outside?
time. It's like they lacking.
I feel like
that.
they're watering down their
They're
lacking
experience.
that.
Yeah,
They're
like
watching it instead of
yeah.
interacting.
Experiencing it themselves.
They're playing what? Chop? What was you playing?
Hide and go get.
Keep these kids in the house.
This is
Yo,
Senior
this
Citizen
is a great
Sunday.
episode.
We was wrapping this up.
You got Senior Citizen Sunday on the Why Not Right Now podcast. All the senior citizens.
Yeah, how she talking about that? 'Cause I'm like, oh, I don't know what she's talking
all
about.
ages after this.
Parking is free
Yeah, she's
until
like,
12 p.m. I mean AM. AM.
I like sleeping early.
We appreciate the guests stopping by. Great questions from the crowd. Shout out to DJ Chop. You guys want to say anything?
In the building,
before-
in the
I mean, like, this is bye-bye for real. I said that an hour ago.
You did say that an hour
Yeah,
ago.
this is bye-bye for real. So,
We got
Justice,
a lot of content though.
tell them where to find you
Bye.
at.
Yo, find me at Twitter, @justus_for_all, or my Instagram, Mr. Harrison. Whatever y'all do, and all streaming platforms for the podcast. We out here, man.
Also, he be
Spotify,
at your local gym
YouTube.
tomorrow, too. So, keep an eye out.
Yeah,
Apple
so I can get the
Podcast.
shirt up.
Oh, got the veins popping. Pause.
And
Tell them
whatever.
where to find you.
Also, don't forget us on
It's on-
Patreon, yo. We got some
Get your turn,
exclusives.
yo. It's
All right,
your
all right, all right, all
turn.
right.
It's your turn.
Oh no, my bad. Go ahead.
All right.
Oh, also on
You still
Apple
cutting her
Podcasts.
off.
I
It's
know. I'm
not
just
your
playing.
turn
Go
yet.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's my
Go
turn.
ahead. Go
Go ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All
Did I
right.
say
So you
Spotify? No, I'm sorry. I'm just. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
cut. Wrap it up.
It's my turn.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It wasn't your
I'm gonna
turn.
let you this time. Go ahead.
All right. So you guys can find me on Instagram at Possessed by Mary. Yeah. No Twitter. Yeah. No Facebook. Yeah, that's it. Just Instagram. Just Instagram. Instagram. Yeah, I told you. I feel like the feds are on everything, so I'm off everything.
On stay_why not right now podcast. Bam. I'm there all the time, 24/7.
Give them
24/8.
podcasts
At Why Not Right Now podcast, like for fun,
everywhere.
all over the place.
My name's Smooth Jones. You can catch me at Bartholomew's Building every Tuesday from 8 to 6.
Yo, he be in there.
My name's Smooth Jones. You can follow me on Instagram at Smooth Jones. I have a Facebook account, but you got to be clever to find that. And I'll be on Twitter also at Smooth Jones. So just holla at me.
Yeah, it's
Oh, we're
me.
also
Oh,
on Twitter.
I'm trying to get my old Twitter account
Why
back.
Not
I'm
Right
working
Now
on that. I'm
Pod.
working on it.
No, actually, it's Why Not Right Now P. That's what it is.
Pushin' P.
On
Chop,
Twitter.
where can they find you
Pushin'
at? Besides Sweetwater on the
Man,
weekends.
y'all can find me DJ Chop _ CHOPSIMPE.
Shout out to Sweetwater, by the
We're
way.
here. Shout
Shout
out
out.
to Sweetwater. Listen, check the IG, YouTube. Why not right now?
What's your IG though?
He said
You ain't
it.
give it. Oh, my
He
bad.
said it. He was talking over him when he said
Sorry,
it.
my
Yeah, you
bad.
talked over me, but it's DJ.
Sometimes I'm a little rude.
He's still doing it.
Fucking fun.
Did it
Get it?
again.
Oh,
We
sorry,
in it.
my bad.
Yo, next shit gotta be somewhere in somebody's business. Let's go.
Facts. Alright, that's it for us. We had a great time. Get your Wheaties, drink your Ovaltine.
All right.